SCP-1395, Object Class Euclid. SCP-1395 is a cave located near Mount Greece. Carbon dating of human remains and artifacts present within the cave suggest human habitation first began around BCE, which is consistent with SCP-1395 Alpha's claimed history, see below. Surveys conducted by Foundation personnel suggest a depth of at least 500 meters. Requests are no longer accepted. See Addendum 1395 Alpha. SCP-1395's anomalous properties manifest when persons travel approximately 300 meters inside the cave. After reaching this point, Alpha will manifest, blocking the path leading deeper into the cave, though not with any apparent hostile intent. Alpha is a humanoid entity, appearing to observers as a silhouetted apparition, roughly 1.8 meters in height, though will not forcefully impede any attempts to leave the cave. Percent of persons encountering Alpha report a strong desire to stay within its presence. Alpha identifies itself as and claims that it lived in the ancient Greek city-state of Charistus around BCE. Through unknown means, it was bound to the cave, and apparently cannot manifest anywhere outside of it. Alpha speaks in the native language of whomever it is addressing. When questioned, however, it will insist it is speaking Attic Greek. If approached by an individual or group, Alpha will engage the subjects in conversation, appearing to derive pleasure from describing and recounting its presumed life. Following the encounter, Alpha would demanifest, erasing all memories of the encounter from the individual's mind. This will likewise affect written material, rendering writing on any sort of physical surface during the event illegible. However, digital records are not affected, making recording equipment a necessity when interacting with Alpha. Since its discovery by Foundation personnel, Alpha has been consistently cooperative. Further interviews are recommended in order to better understand its anomalous properties. Addendum 1395 Alpha. During an exploration on, researchers managed to reach a depth of meters without encountering Alpha. At this point, the exploration team reportedly became unable to move, and all equipment carried by personnel ceased functioning. Dr. claims to have briefly, shortly before going into catatonic shock, and had to be transported out of the cave for medical assistance. When Alpha was questioned on this occurrence, it replied, "Do not attempt to join me," and immediately demanifested. Both Alpha and Dr. have consistently refused to discuss the incident since the date, the latter claiming, "You wouldn't understand even if I told you." Following this incident, all survey requests proposing exploration past the 500-meter mark are preemptively denied. Special Containment Procedures. Foundation agents shall work with the governments of Greece and the European Union to suppress public knowledge of SCP-1395. A barbed wire fence measuring 3 meters in height and 20 meters in length shall be erected to prevent unauthorized access to SCP-1395, with at least 3 security outposts stationed in the surrounding area. Unauthorized civilians attempting to access SCP-1395 shall be administered Class B amnestics and redirected elsewhere.